Hey, Michael. You just reminded me something. Um, I was needing to check on comments that people put on stuff. Hey. I'm working on some channel stuff here. Do. How's your? Did you have dinner yet? I guess you did, right? You probably just finished it. You said we're in the same time zone. What'd you have for dinner? Not yet. Oh, really? Soon. I'm gonna eat like 30 minutes because I'm not hungry. Yeah. Whenever I was young, man, I was like that too. I never really thought about food when I was young. When I was a teenager, I was 119 pounds, and then when I went in the military, and then I went through training and got 100 and I think it was 49 or 59. No, it was about 160. Yeah, I got to 160 after the training period. So I gained like 40 pounds, 41 pounds. And then after I left the military, I started eating too much ice cream. And I think I'm close to 200 pounds now. But yeah, I was 119, man. I was skinny dude, skinny dude, playing basketball all the time back then too. Never really thought about food. Um, a lot of times I wouldn't even eat breakfast or lunch. What's your plan for food tonight? Yeah, yeah. 200 pounds would probably be about on kilograms, probably about 120 kilograms, maybe 125 kilograms. That's how skinny I was back then. I need to cut out the food a bit. To spaghetti. I love spaghetti, man. It's so easy to cook everything. Put some Parmesan cheese on it. Would be my favorite. Like to throw spices in there too. What about the sauce y'all have? We have a banana sauce out here, like spaghetti sauce and that kind of stuff. Like our ketchup here, everybody eats is made with banana, but in the U.S. it's like tomatoes. I love one from Jollibee though. Do they have Jollibee in Singapore? Yeah, I guess they do. I guess they would, but I don't know. You've been to a Jollibee in Singapore? Yeah, I love the banana. I think it's called party sauce. Okay. Hmm. Didn't know that. They have that all around the world. Well, they're growing, but there's not too many in the U.S. right now. I know they put one out, and I'm sorry, someone came in here. What's up, bro? What's up, Envy? And uh, Emma, yeah, Envy and Emma. Um, but yeah, they don't have too many over there right now. I think New York and Cali. There's a few places. Virginia Beach. But yeah, they're growing. They're growing. They're gonna be growing and growing. It looks like. Um, Envy says, hey, I'm making a steak sandwich. Wow, I'm coming to your place, man. Should I use sourdough or dildo? I love some sourdough, man, but your dildo. Okay, this is a joker. Uh, you tricked me with the channel because when you put the blink blink in live, I was like, this dude's some kind of channel, but maybe I don't know what you are, man. But anyway, you tricked me. You got me good, bro. You got me good. Good, 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 good. Of course, she might want the dildo, though. Jimon, Silva, hello, hello. How you doing, Jimon? Jimamano, ha 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 hando. Let's see, Jimon Savella. I wonder where what country you're from there. What about you, Envy? What country you guys from? Ha ha ha, she might, yeah. Yeah. She might want the deal. Ay, 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 bro. That's funny. You're getting me all graphic and stuff here. Okay, Mike, concentrate on your work. Stop thinking about the weird stuff. Let's see. He says, bless your humor, my friend from Arizona. Oh, you're from Arizona. Oh, Jaman is from Philippines. Sweet, sweet. I love some Philippines. Arizona, I went out there, man, to Arizona. And everything dried up on me, man. My skin, my throat was getting all dry and everything out there in the desert heat and everything. And then I went into New Mexico and then kept going. Let's see what's going on back again. Mike and Venus. Hey, how's it going, Mike and Venus? Good to see you. Good to see everyone. Envy and Jamon. Jamon's here in the Philippines. It's been great over here. It's so much to do, so many places to go, so much to see, and everything. Let's see. Michael says, this might turn into 18 plus. Tell me about it. We get some more jokers in here. Let's see. It's dry, but we got Euphus. What's he talking about? Michael says it's going good. I got Mike and Michael. Okay, Michael, and Mikipino. It's the Michael, and Mikipino show. Let's see. Mike says going good. Thinking of grabbing some beers now. Yeah, we were just talking about some beers in the last one. I had a guy from New Zealand. I was thinking about that Australian Foster's, man. I'm more of a Heineken guy, but the Red Horse is like the Philippines Heineken, and yeah, I prefer it more than any beer in the world, to be honest with you. Let's see. Jamon says, have you ever watched my Filipino TV shows? I have not. I'll do a screenshot and check it out. Check out my videos as well on my YouTube channel. I'll check your stuff out. You check my stuff out. We help each other out. It's been wild getting to like learn so many different people around here. I started the live about a month ago, and just to learn all the different people, all over the world, for one, just the variety of people, and then meet people with their stuff that they're doing, their channels and everything. I'm assuming when you say TV show, are you talking about like on TV? Are we talking to someone like super famous in the Philippines? Or are you talking about YouTube or TikTok or what? Let's see. Heineken is amazing, says Envy. Tell me about it. Michelo. Michelepe. One's back in the house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is it 9 or 10 now? Let's see. Sabir. Yo, it's my joker came in the house. He likes to make jokes. Little bro comes out straight from the BK. It's funny you say that, man. I love some BK. Love BK. Whenever I get a chance, I'm close to one, I jump in there because they like to put plenty of mustard on the hamburger, man. I like that mustard. Hard finding mustard around here. Hey, Sabir, I was thinking about all your jokes, how you're like making fun of me all the time and stuff like that. And I was like, maybe I need to start doing that with you now. Maybe I need to start making fun of you. What do you think, Sabir? You're still eating your poo. I never seen the XX. I don't know. 200 subscribers. I can't upload videos due to school, work hours, and busy schedule. Yeah, that can be a tough life, man. There's one time I was working 2 jobs. I'm sorry. No, I was working a full-time job, but I had overtime. And then I was going to school, going to college full-time as well. I was doing both full-time, and that was very stressful, man. Very stressful. What kind of beer are you gonna drink, Michael? I could use a Red Horse right now. But Sabir says, you look it. I'm sorry, not Michael, Mike. I gotta get my M's right. Let's see, Sabir, you look exactly like you love the BK. Yeah, ain't that the truth? I like to go in and put the crown on, man. I said, bring me a big one, big old Whopper. Actually, the Whopper, they don't even put the mustard on, so I usually get a regular burger. Just working on channel stuff right now, guys. Let's see here. Oh. Working on the channel stuff. I've gotta let's see, I've gotta make a template for that one video at the top, and I've got to shoot, I gotta have some coffee is what I gotta do. Yeah, I need coffee. I can't think straight.
Okay.
And some Oreo cookies would be nice too if we have any. Hello, Goldie. Remember me, Goldie Vargas? Briefly, I remember the picture there. Briefly, I don't think you stayed around very long. I don't believe. But how you doing? Or maybe you were in, and maybe some people they come in, they stay a while, and they don't talk much. Mike must have left. I asked him what kind of beer he was planning on drinking. See if he was a Red Horse fan, or I think he's a San Miguel fan. Now that I think about it, because I think I remember him talking about San Miguel before. Good, Goldie. And where are you from, my friend? And Jamon. Let's see, Jamon's here in the Philippines. Jamon, you said you were going to school. What are you taking at school?
Criminology.
You're not Jamon. Or it might be Heman with the J. Heman or Jimon. Maybe I shouldn't eat these cookies right now because Sabir's making fun of me. Sabir, bro, not losing his hair. it just gave up on him like everyone else. I know, man. I'm about to cry up in here. It's so sad. They left me heartbroken. Mom, where you at, Mom? Mom, I'm heartbroken. Son, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. Don't worry. Thanks, Mom. She loves me. Okay, let's see. The Ram is back in the house. The Dodge Ram. The Ram, UK, right? I think it was UK. You just, okay, man. You're okay, man. That was too cringe. Hey, I'm gonna keep doing that. That's my little thing, man. I thought it was funny. But it's weird that my mom has a baseball cap. Right, Mom? That's right, son. But I love you. Oh, I think it's funny. You ever seen the movie Psycho? Psycho 2, Psycho 3, Psycho 4500. That is a great movie, man. Psycho 2, I think. Let's see, Psycho 2, yeah, that was my favorite one. Yo, what up, Mr. Patel? Oh, or Mr. and Mrs. I can't remember. But yeah, Patel is back in the house. Yo, Mikipino. Thank you. Jaman or Himan? I think it's, hold on, let me think about it. When they say Jesus, it's a J, so it must be Jaman. Okay. So there's a senior high grade level on the Philippines. Awesome. You can take the mini courses at senior high grade 11 and 12. So you can take the mini courses for, I guess, college, I guess. If that's true, I mean, that's awesome, man. Get that college started early. And I would assume that was right. I mean, Philippines is huge on college, y'all. Outside the Philippines, it's like every young person gets a college degree here, you know. But Sabir, the jokester, says, bro, thinks he is on the top 10 funny moments edit. Okay, Sabir, here's the thing, bro. I'm gonna start making fun of you as well, okay? Are you okay with that? You're not gonna cry, are you, man? I hope not. If it bothers you, just tell me, and I won't be, and I'll be chill. But anyway, let me think about what he said. He said, "Bro thinks he isn't on the top 10 funny moments at it." Yes, okay, okay. Sabir took too much crack. He's only got one tooth left. Okay, Himan says it's in high school. It is the last 2 grade level until finally moving to college. Oh, okay. Last 2 grade level. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Sabir got silent and everything because he's on that pipe. Oh, there he goes. Sabir says, grow up, little bro. I don't want to, man. I identify as 14. Identify as rich and 14. That coffee is delicious. If you ever come to the Philippines, make sure you get some Barako coffee. Yummy yum. That is delicious. Anybody else like coffee? Coffee is like the greatest thing in the world to me. Baracco coffee. Yeah, Baracco is Baracco. Hold on. Burako. Burako. I believe that's right. And it's out of the Philippines here. I think it normally comes around from Batangas, Philippines. They normally have it around that area. I think that's where they grow it and everything. And it's my favorite, though. In the Philippines, it's my favorite. In the world, I can't tell you because I need to drink more coffee from different places, I believe. You know, they say that whenever in Africa, they get from the, I don't know how to say it, but it comes from an animal. I got to keep the place clean. Maybe I should shut up. Okay, let's see. How is that the best thing in the world to you? It is. That flavor, man, that flavor, that taste. This is Hector Worker. He's a little bit of a joker too. Jamon says, I'm going to take teaching course. Oh, because, okay, that's great, man. Because I'm finally really good in speaking. I was about to say, yeah, your English here is better than mine. Happens a lot. Let's see. And not to brag, haha, but my future job can still change, maybe. You plan on teaching what area? Like somewhere in the Philippines? Ozzy, what's up, my man? It's been a while. People ask me where you were too, bro. Yeah, they're like, where's Ozzy? Let's see, the future job can still change. That's good that you're open as well. Sabir, the jokester, he says, if a guy hit a woman with his car, then whose fault is that? If a guy hit a woman with his car, then whose fault is that? Okay. I think it depends, Sabir. You're trying to get me to say something substantial. But that really just depends, don't it? It depends on, was she walking on the sidewalk? And he just went over and decided to hit her? Or was he driving and she shouldn't have been crossing and started crossing, That's a depends on question. Ozzy, let's see, who is Ozzy? Hello. You don't know Ozzy? Dude that put the bat in his mouth and took the head off? You don't know Ozzy, man? Ozzy, we got a bat cave over here too. I went to it. It's like full of bats in there. But the cool thing, Ozzy, is the bats here, they don't have any rabies. They don't have any cases of rabies. But the family here wanted to go out to the bat cave, and I went with them. And I'm really don't care about bats, but I went out there to this place. Luckily, they were closed. The place that that has it, the business was closed that day that we went. And let me see. But I didn't know about the rabies thing until they told me, and then I looked it up, and I was like, wow, that's strange, because, yeah, we got plenty of cases of that in the U.S. One says, Sabir is trying to be funny, but he ain't funny, to be honest. Yeah, that one wasn't funny. That was, sometimes he's funny. Sometimes he'll drop something funny. Let's see, Sabir is the fault of that guy why he was driving in the kitchen. Okay, there's the punchline. Dude's driving in the kitchen, so it was his fault. Now, what you gonna be driving in a kitchen? Yeah, they missed you, Ozzy. Lame. Yeah, it's lame. Still ridiculous too. Yeah. One, yeah, my guy is not funnier than your life. Oh, hold up. One, yeah, my guy, not funnier than your life. Okay. Sabir needs to go back to joke school. One says, again? Himad says, my classmate said there, it's funny because Hamad's over here with a serious conversation. These two, like, cutting and joking and stuff. And then Ozzy's just walking in the door like, dude, where's my beer? Anyway, Jaman says, my classmate said their nose is going to be bleeding if I speak English. Yeah, that's a big joke here in the Philippines, guys. Everyone's from other countries, so when the people say, "Oh, I'm having nosebleed," it's like American or foreigner American, usually foreign. I mean American. They come over and they're talking to English, right? They're talking English, and then the person's like, "Oh, I'm having nosebleed," trying to think and trying to understand everything they're saying. Trying to figure out all the words they're saying to me, and reply and all that stuff. Yeah, whenever I first got over here, they were saying that. I'm like, what are they talking about? Nosebleed. Oh, me. Said their nose going to bleed. So you're talking about the education is a lot, I guess, not really the. Is it? Are you talking about with English, or is it something else, or just the studies? Mm. What you been up to today, Ozzy? Let's see. It is actually in the morning there, so it's still early. He's waking up, probably getting some coffee, like me. Except I'm doing it at night. Mm. Hey, Joseph. How's it going? Going. That's my cool echo effects. I pay a lot for that technology. How's it going? Filipinos struggle on both math and English. Yeah, you have to call up the China guy to help you with the math. And on the English part, I don't know who you call on that. English teacher, I guess. Let's see. Ozzy says, ha ha. I'm literally making my coffee. See, man, I told you. As you said that. we got. Let me ask you. What kind of coffee do you like? Do you like a rich coffee, or what kind? What kind of coffee are you into? Or a certain brand or anything? Sabir says, bro's joint sound like a DJ scratching a record. Probably. Joseph says, what time is it in the Philippines? It is 8:37 p.m., Joseph. Tim Hortons Dark Roast. Yeah, that's some great coffee, bro. Yeah, I've had that. Over in Quezon City, which is in Manila, Philippines, I was staying at a hop-in hotel, and across the street from it, there's a Tim Hortons. I went over there and got, in the morning, bagel, some kind of bagel, and their dark roast coffee. When you get over here, you might want to try, I mean, my favorite one over here is a Philippine coffee called Barako. It's a rich, bold coffee, strong coffee. I mean, that's what I like. If you like that, then you'll probably like it too. And from what I understand, it's grown right here over in the Batangas area. Sort of hard to find depending what part of the Philippines you're at. You know, the closer you are to Batangas, it's better. Let's see, probably with you mean definitely. Probably. WTH, you mean definitely. Ozzy says, yeah, correct, Keurig. Keurig, man, that's what I always used in the U.S. I wanted to bring it over here, but it was just so big to try to bring it. The boxes, the Balakian boxes, whatever they call them, I can't really. Maybe Jamon can put it in the comments, the type of box. You can ship a bunch of stuff over months ahead of time, and maybe throw that in there if you want to do that. If you're planning, yeah, you're planning on living here, I believe. What else? But I didn't get to bring it, is what I was gonna say, and I hated that because yeah. But there is. I mean, there's things you can buy here. I'm not. I don't know if the Keurig is available, but there's like Nespresso. Nespresso is the competition. I've seen those. I've seen some other things, and most likely you can find it somewhere. But if you can, it's gonna be a little tough. But let's see. 338 there, and Joseph said, and Sabir says, haha, anyways, go get your medicine, little bro. Sabir must be, he calls me little bro, and I'm not that little. So that tells me, I'm joking back with him now, that Sabir has probably had a lot of donuts and probably hitting about 500 or 600 pounds. Calling me little. Let's see. Ozzy said, I drank Dunkin' Donuts for years, never again. Well, that surprises me. Dunkin' Donuts is not been terrible from my experience, but I'm not saying it's the best either. I'm trying to remember everything I used to drink over there. I've been 7-Eleven over here. I like to drink their coffee too. All I can think about is Philippine stuff. I can't think too much about stuff over there. But yeah, Keurig. I used Keurig all the time. Let's see. I subscribe to your channel. Thank you, Jamon. And get a chance, watch my videos. I try to present stuff for both Filipinos and for Americans. So just if you go to the playlist, you'll be able to figure out what you might want to see from the playlist because I categorize them. Let's see, Ozzy says, I know what you mean. I should be able to bring my PX5 with me on the plane. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I didn't think about it. But yeah, that's what I would do. Instead of spending a bunch of money on one here. Sabir says, bro, read faster. We don't have 2x speed on live. That's funny. Wow. My son is 6'10". Holy animals. Well, Sabir's 6'10" too, but he's horizontal 6'10", not vertical. Let's see. Joseph says, Sabir, show some respect, please. Oh, I like. I told him. I told him he's cool. He's like very few people that I don't like get rid of. I told him he's fine, Joseph. I appreciate you trying to, be helpful. And I just asked him if I could make fun of him too. So, and he was cool with that. So we just joke around on each other. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Somebody said hello and looks like Rolex. Hello. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. If you can check my channel out, I got over 200 videos on it. It's about to say 200,000, but ain't there yet. I thought that was Joe Lynn that just popped in here, but that is not Joe Lynn, I don't think. Someone else said, hi, bro. I'm from Japanese, and you? I'm from USA, and I'm living here in the Philippines. Horizontal sit still. You like that one? Thank you, Ozzy. Sabir, where you at, bro? Did you run off to your mama? Okay. I'm new in the live. Sorry. Oh, it's fine, Joseph. It's fine. Oh, dude, there's like a daddy long leg up in here. Where do I live? I live in the Philippines, in the heart of the Philippines. Sabir says, Ozzy, you ain't gonna become cool with that one, little bro. Oh my gosh. All right. Jimon says, you could talk smack back to him if you want, Ozzy. I mean, just playing around. Jimon says, there's also an American YouTuber that lived in the Philippines and started making videos in my country for years. He has a lot of subscribers. American YouTuber. Yeah, I was looking at the, there's foreign YouTubers over here like me, and I was looking at the top 100, and the top 100 were all Filipino. Ozzy says, according to my mom, I was born cool. My mom says that too, man. We might have the same mama because, yeah, that sounds like my mom. Jaman, I was just wondering about what your channel was all about. Said it's on YouTube, right? Rolex, nice to meet you as well. Where you from, Rolex? Let's see. Unfortunately, my mom passed away in 2011. Sorry to hear about that. My condolences. Yeah, my mom's still kicking, man. We talked last night. So yeah, I use, just to let you know, we want to talk to people back home, but you know that, Messenger, you can do video calls and all that stuff instead of like paying for some expensive phone bill, whatever, when you're over here. Sorry for your loss, Ozzy. Thank you for that, Joseph. Joseph, I've seen you in here, if I'm not mistaken. You've been in here before. Sorry, but I can't remember where you're from, though. If you told me, I want to say you did. I want to say it was USA, but I might be wrong. Let's see. Rolex says, Kuchi, Kerala, India. Sweet, sweet, sweet. I got a question for you because I've been dubbing my videos. I just started that today to try to create them where they're in other languages for other countries. And I did one. It was on the medical care here. The medical care here is about that. And I went in and put a bunch of countries and stuff to try to do that. So my question is, though, is what languages would it be best for me for India? Because the only one I know is Hindi, and I think there was another option too for something else in India. So I think I did both of those, but you know, there's probably more. I mean, what would be the best ones to do it for? Because like in the Philippines, if you go with a different dialect here, then basically you could have like a bunch of languages. You could have like maybe, I don't know, 10. I'm not an expert on that, but might be possibly like 10 languages here in the Philippines. Might be 5, I don't know. But anyway, Gloria, Gloria, Gloria. Oh, I didn't even see Gloria pop in here. Let's see. Gloria says, please be sure to clean your foreskin daily so you don't get a staph infection and die. She's a doctor, bro. Thank you for keeping us intelligent. I'm so intelligent, I can barely say intelligent. Let's see. Kochi, Kerala, India, and then at Gloria, and then we got, I'm sorry, I'm doing a repetitive thing here. Need to in Somalia. Okay, we got, oh, that's wild, Joseph. There was somebody else in here that was from your country earlier. I did a live earlier, and yeah. It wasn't you, was it? Let's see. What was that guy? What was that name? Shoot. I'm not sure the name. Maybe it was you. Said, and that's what he said, East Africa and the same area next to Somalia. That was you, wasn't it? Oh my goodness, I'm getting old. Okay, Arlen's back in the house. Hello, sir. Done connected to you yesterday and done like you now. Arlen, if I'm not mistaken, I went over and, yeah, I did. I subscribed to your channel, checked it out. If y'all are into food, Arlen has a channel. It's called Arlen's Curry World. And I think everybody's into food. So and yeah, it looks like some good stuff. And I appreciate you connecting and everything. I don't know if you saw my comment I put in which I got to catch up on my comments. I noticed some come in. I haven't even responded yet. Let's see, Gloria, first clean your past. Oh snap! I like that, Sabir. Gloria, first clean your past. Oh man, that's funny. Okay, let's see. Jamad says Dean Harsham in the Philippines, the YouTuber I was talking about. Oh, okay. And Landy Virgin says, hi, ¿cómo está? Let's see, hi, Lady Joey May. Landy Joey May, I'm sorry. Nice to meet you, and glad you could come in and check us out. We try to be chill and be nice to each other, except for Sabir, he's a jokester. But I put up with him because he's not malicious. He just likes to play around and have fun. At least not to me. I don't think he's malicious. ¿Cómo está? What's up, Nads? Mix is back in the house. ¿Cómo está? Good to see you. And I'm doing well, thank you. Kamusta, by the way, Ozzy, is your greeting when you meet people here in the Philippines. Say Kamusta, it's like, hello, how are you, kind of thing. And you know, Spanish is como está, which is similar, you know, but it's different spelling. Sabir says, "Why the F bro is laughing so hard?" Yeah, it was me. Oh, I'm sorry, Joseph. Oh my goodness. Maybe the little thing, I'm not seeing anybody. Maybe that's what threw me off, because I'm more visual instead of names. I'm look at the pictures type thing. Like a little kid, you know. I like to get the book and just look at the pictures and not read. Yeah, so doesn't like thinking ads. Nads Mitz blog. If you want me to, if I think you got a channel. If you comment in one of my videos, preferably a long one, because I can get credit for the long video viewing. The short ones, ain't no way I'm gonna get any credit on those things. You have to have billions and billions of views. But if you throw a comment in there when you look at one, I'll go check out your channel, and I will, unless I don't like it, which, you know, I doubt. If it's horrible, I don't want to subscribe if it's horrible. But if it's halfway decent, then I subscribe to it. Gloria, leave the chat like she was never here, poor girl. You know, Gloria was a bad girl, I found out. I was looking through some of my stuff, and one of my moderators kicked her out. I put her back in to give her another chance. Ozzy Oz. I forgot what I told you, Ozzy. Coffee time. Yo, yo, yo. Time to drink it before it gets cold. Mm. Mm. You know, whenever I remember now, whenever I was over in the U.S., if I wanted a good cup of coffee, I wouldn't go to Starbucks. I wasn't a big Dunkin' Donuts fan, but I had some of that. You know, my thing was to go to the coffee shops, like the coffee shops, the mom and pops that have a really, just really nice setup, nice place and everything. Yeah, that's where I would go, Ozzy. Now I think about it. Sabir says, anyone wants to get cooked. So I guess he's trying to make fun of someone else if they want to get roasted. Anybody want to get roasted by Sabir besides me? I don't mind him roasting me. Let's see. Michael's back. Welcome back, Michael. He had his dinner, spaghetti. And my dinner tonight was one I never had, bacon and French fries with ketchup. I never done that mix before, but it was pretty decent. Let's see. Rolex says, according to the census in India of 2001, India has 122 major languages. Holy insanity, Batman. And 1599 other languages. Okay, now, don't make me. Let's see. It is better to use Hindi and English. Okay. Yeah, I did pick the Hindi. And the other one, which I can't remember what it was. Let's see, how much is the price of cigarettes? But I only got it already set up for, it's supposed to be set up on my medical care video about healthcare over here. If you do look at that, please comment and let me know, because I've been trying to figure out if it is working on that video. I haven't done it on any other ones. I just started it today. How much is the price of cigarettes in Filipino? Joseph, that's a good question. And the reason I say that is because I not a smoker. I mean, a cigarette smoker. I do vape, which you made me want to vape now. But I'm trying to remember. You know, it's one thing a lot of people do here is they will buy a single cigarette. Ozzy, that's something new to you because in the U.S., everybody buys a pack of cigarettes. But a lot of people just go to the store and they just get one cigarette. And I've done that. And I said I'm not a smoker, but every now and then, I will have one just for the heck of it. And I had like, and I'm talking about maybe one cigarette every 2 months or sometimes whenever. I'm just not, I do vape. And I also do those little Zen type things, do those. So I'm an addict to nicotine. Trying to fight it off again. I fought it off before, and I fought it off before, but it keeps coming back on me. But anyway, I paid it was about 10 pesos. So 10 pesos here for one cigarette, that would be about 20 cents USD. So you think about it, 5 cigarettes, that'd be about $1. So probably about $4. Yeah, so probably about $4 USD on a pack of cigarettes. You might want to Google that one though, just to make sure. But I think that's right. Ozzy says, I need to know how to say, do you have a bathroom I can use? But I forgot how to say it now. Let's see. Do you have a bathroom I can use? Oh, yeah. It's CR, by the way. They don't call it a bathroom. They say CR. And Haman, can you help answer that? Because I don't know how to say that. I barely know Tagalog. I know a lot of the Spanish that's in Tagalog. Do you have, Tagalog is the language in the Philippines, by the way. And I know, Haman, I know I need to learn it. Jaman, I know I need to learn it, but I just stay so busy, man. I can't, like you, right? If you had to add something else to what you do, you wouldn't have time to do it, right? They say, okay, he's going to school and, you said working, right? Going to school. I think you're working and going to school, I believe it was. I know you were busy with, can't remember exactly. I think it says working and going to school. But anyway, I remember you're busy. You were studying for something or something. Anyway, you were real busy. And I remember me giving the example, I was working and going to school at the same time. Michael said, hi, Ozzy. Hi, Michael, back. And Michael's thing got retracted. It's funny, the system retracts things that aren't even bad for some reason. I mean, I don't know why it does that. But I've seen it happen. I'm like, just don't make any sense. Sabir says, Ozzy, you don't need to remember how to say it. At your age, the diaper speaks for you. Ay. He's crazy. See, you're talking to Generation X, man. We're the chill group, Generation X. We are used to rough talk, and whenever we got home, our parents weren't there and raising ourselves, and and stuff like that. We're not as sensitive as the newer American generation. But anyway, Jaman says, bye, I'm going to eat dinner. Thanks for answering my questions, bro. Yeah, you're welcome, man. And I hope you enjoy your dinner. Thank you for coming in. Ozzy says, you need to be able to buy individual cigarettes in the U.S. I know. Exactly. When me wanting a cigarette every 3 months or 4, whenever, very rarely. I mean, I don't even think about it, but sometimes I might be hanging out with somebody and they're smoking, and they're like, hey, I think I want a cigarette too. Which I don't really hang around people that smoke much. A lot of people here don't smoke. You don't see a lot of smoking here, but the trike drivers, some of the drivers you'll see might smoke, but yeah, I'd say the percentage of smoking here is probably maybe 5%. It's usually guys like our age, Filipinos, or foreigners even. Let's see, you used to be able to buy individual. Oh yeah, you used to be able to. Yeah, I thought so too. I thought so. Well, see, that's how it is over here. This country is like how U.S. used to be, and that's why I love it so much, man. Joseph says, yeah, Ozzy, is buying individual cigarette help me lower my addiction. Yeah, exactly. Ozzy quit cold turkey. I did that before too, but eventually I got back. I started vaping whenever I went back to school in my 40s, back to college. And I started vaping like crazy whenever I was studying because all the stress and everything. That's great, Ozzy, but difficult for me. Nicotine is extremely tough drug to drop, but I do know someone else that quit cold turkey. Yep, totally, and stayed off. Yeah, it's not easy. Ozzy says, not easy. I tried many times. Ozzy says, all I have to do is think about how it smelled on my clothes. Yeah, that's my thing, man. That's why I like the vaping. But here's my thing with the vaping. I want to drop it so I can save money. That's my goal. Joseph says, where I live, price is so low that it's hard to walk away. 10 cents a cigarette. Yeah, Joseph. Okay. Yeah, Joseph is over in East Africa. And so that's like the price here. It's like the price here in the Philippines. It's like, I said 10 pesos. So actually, US, that would be higher in the Philippines. But yeah, the cost of living and stuff is probably cheaper where he's at in East Africa. But incomes are also, it's always relative. No matter where you're at, you got the higher income, higher expense. Go to another country, got the lower income, lower expense. Sabir says, bro, quit cold turkey in 2016. Bro, even that turkey's moved on. I laugh because, even though it's not even funny, but I laugh because he's trying to be funny. Catch you soon. All right, Rolex. I'll catch you soon. Catch you soon. Catch you soon. Have a great day or night. Let's see. Ozzy says, where was Rolex from? Anybody remember where Rolex was from? I want to say USA or Philippines. Anyway, Ozzy says, well, it was usually whoever was doing the cash register. I think they made it illegal. I'm talking crazy, man. Let's see. It was the way my accent is with that. So used to the severe ways. It was usually whoever was doing the cash register. I think they made it illegal. Yeah, that sounds about right. And then he says, I could be wrong. It sounds about right. Sabir says, how the F bro even have internet in Africa? Oh my God, dude. They got plenty of internet in Africa. Sabir, where are you from? I don't remember you ever telling me where you're from. Where are you from, Sabir? Okay, Ozzy says, my nephew quit cigarettes and went to vaping and it collapsed one of his lungs. You know, my thing about that, I've been vaping on and off, mostly on, for about 10 years. Whenever it started in the US, as soon as it started. I'd say that was more than 10 years, probably. But anyway, it's a very long time. And for what I've seen, anybody that had problems on the vaping has been like getting something bad from somewhere. You know, stuff that out on the streets, a vape, you know, that's not, and maybe it had something bad in it too, you know, stuff like that. But of course, like your nephew, I've never met him to really talk about that and figure out where he got his vape and stuff. But all the ones that I know of, it was something that had some kind of substance in there that was added, or it was off the street or something. There was something that just wasn't cool. Let's see, Sabir says, Rolex, I bet you can't catch this guy. He is. Mr. Vertical 6'10". I hear you. I mean, her horizontal 6'10", I'm sorry. I laughed at his turkey joke. I am from my mother. See, that's the sad thing. Whenever I asked him, I was like, I bet you he's going to say, like, I'm from my mom or something like that. And I didn't say it because I didn't want to give him any ideas. And what does he do? Bam. I'm from my mama. Anyway, and I bet his mom is from some planet like Uranus. Uranus. Is it Uranus? Let's see. Troy says hi. And like Eminem said, I'm just picking with you, did he? Troy says hi. Hey, Troy, what's up? What's up, Troy? Good to see you. Welcome to the hood. We're pretty good. I was going to say up to no good, but we're pretty good. Let's see. Joseph says, I have 5G, bro. It's a well-developed country. Yeah, that's the thing. You'd be surprised. Somebody in Africa they were talking about their place in Africa that they have Mercedes trucks. And here in the Philippines, Lamborghini dealership is here in the Philippines. So that's my point of that video. When I put that video out and I showed the vehicles and stuff, somebody said, what's your point? In the comments. They were like, had a little attitude, what's your point? And I was like, hey, I'm just showing you that some people think that some places are all run down or whatever when they don't know. They just don't know. They ain't never been there. They ain't never experienced it. They don't know. And that's why I put those, videos like that out there to show, show people what life is like here. Let's see. But yeah, that 5G thing doesn't surprise me. Sabir says, you really want to know where I'm from? Yeah, I do, Sabir. Ozzy says, isn't Rolex a Swiss watch? I don't know, man. I'm not rich enough to know stuff like that, bro. I'm so broke I can't even wear a watch. Just use the cell phone. Want to know? Yes, Sabir, we want to know. Ozzy says, well, that's because everybody thinks that Africa is all jungle from watching that National Geographic. That's funny. Yeah, I was just talking about that magazine the other day. Well, it was a magazine is what I'm thinking, but yeah, the TV show too, but I spent more time. Excuse me. I spent more time in the magazine than I did the TV show. I guess they still have that around too. First, take off your pants, little bro. Oh man, you got deleted by Michael. Ouch. Hey, okay. Anyway, try not to get rid of Sabir, but I understand you were trying to, Michael, you were trying to, limit some things. Just try not to get rid of them, though, without me. It's getting weird. I like Sabir joking around. He brightens my day in a weird, crazy way. But, yeah, I was worried you got rid of them totally, but I understand you got rid of that part. I'm just saying, doing my job, man. Yeah, you're fine. I just don't want to get rid of him totally. He's my buddy. But I understand. You did the right thing as far as censoring the stuff, because you never know. Some people they don't like that stuff. And get too crazy. Sabir, don't get too crazy. I'm from Asia now, genius little bro. I'm sorry, I had to see what he was going to say. Yeah, I appreciate you doing your job too, Michael. Don't get me wrong. Let's see. Dale Tashta Shake says, hey, bro, what's up? What's up? Delta Shake. Oh, Delta, isn't that? I think that's in Delta, Georgia? Is that where that is? Joseph says, the water is salty here. See infiltration. Infiltration. Man, oh yeah. Yeah, East Africa. You don't have that picture. That's what keeps throwing me off. Ozzy says, laugh out loud. Michael, keeping it clean. Yeah.
I'm gonna change.
Michael says, little bro, I know you're from India. Okay. Well, technically, if he's from India, that's part of Asia. So you're both right. Little boy. Oh no. He didn't say little boy. He said little bro. Technically. Oh no, he did say little boy. My bad. All right. You're not calling me a little boy.
Is your coffee?
Sabir, don't talk to Michael like that. That's good stuff. And it's gotten cold on me. Sabir, who said India is in Asia? It is in Europe. No, India's in Asia. It's gotta be. Here, I'm gonna Google it and find out. Just to make sure, maybe, you know, not 100% perfect, just 99.9. But we'll make sure. He says he knows better. He's 14. Let's see. Is India in Asia? Yeah, South Asia. South Asia, bro. You're part of Asia. Even Israel is in Asia. A lot of people don't know that. So it really makes Jesus an Asian, technically. You know, no, bros, okay. Anyway. Hello. Oh man, we've been in here over an hour, yo. Over an hour. No hate though. That's good. You know, sometimes it's just tough always saying the right stuff and everything because I realized there's something I said earlier that wasn't very right too. And I apologize for that if y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, no hate though. I love everyone. Well, Sabir, I don't know if Sabir's still in here. I think he might have left. We only had like 2 people. Then someone else just popped in, it looks like. But sometimes people pop in and they don't say anything. Proud of Michael for paying attention in class. Yeah, he's keeping things under control. And oh yeah, and also the intelligence thing. Yeah, because at his age, I didn't know that. I didn't know India was South Asia. Might be like me. I mean, well, that's the thing. I think you can learn more from YouTube than you can being in school. You know, I think it's all about the motivation of the person. If the person wants to learn, they don't need to go to school for that. You know, you can jump on YouTube, you can learn English, you can learn German, you can learn science, you can learn everything. You don't even need to go to school. I mean, the time it takes to go to school and all the other stuff involved with your little breaks and everything and things you do, all the time you waste walking to classes and so forth, you know, it's like wasting time. Sabir says, bros talk like he discovered continents. Meanwhile, he still got lost in your neighborhood in his own. Okay, so, Sabir, keep it on me and Ozzy. Keep it on me and Ozzy. He's just trying to be funny, Michael. I think that's the only thing he knows how to do is try to be funny. Ozzy said, it's been a long time, but Sabir, seriously, keep it on me and Michael. I'm going to time you out. Just me and Michael right now because we don't have many people in here. Just make fun of. I mean, hold on, me and Michael. I said me and Michael. I meant me and Ozzy. I think Ozzy's big enough to take it. We're, you know, like I said, Gen X. You know, we're built like that. We're built like the freaking steel building kind of stuff. But even though I might look like Doughboy, Joseph says long hours in Google Maps teach me more geography than the education system. Exactly, man. I love Google Maps. I'm always using that. I'm a big, I'm a big explorer type of person. Michael says, Sabir, you're not tough. I'ma just tell you that talking about people, I don't know if you're talking about me, but if you keep being mean, I won't hold back. Tell you what, if he says something else about you, just time him out for whatever time. Why he fingered me on me first. He fingered on me first. What are you talking about? Okay, now I'm not going to say anything to him. That's good. Because it's like we have to be respectful. If somebody, is bothered by something, then don't mess with the person. Just you got to pick and choose. I was just saying, doing my job. I think me and Sabir is cool. Okay, I mean, that's up to you. But if he bothers you, don't get rid of him totally, but do a timeout. That's all I'm saying. But I mean, Michael's trying to be cool with you, Sabir. So just be cool with him. Cool as ding ding ding. Oh me. Y'all bored? Want to go yet? Looks like we got 7 people in here though. Ozzy, what I need to figure out is we do a video thing where I want to be able to do my video where I can put somebody else. I wonder if I can do that now somehow. And I can put the other person into the video call because I saw it on someone else's live where that person can talk through video. And y'all might know this, Michael, Sabir. Where they can talk, and Joseph, they can talk through the video. You can have like 2, 3 people. I don't know how many people, but I saw that on live, and I was thinking that'd be pretty cool to do sometimes. And I would like to I'd like to see in video, just see who I'm talking to. Michael, I've seen Michael. I think I've seen you in a video on your YouTube. I went over to YouTube where you had the basketball stuff, and oops, I had to get rid of that battery thing. Let's see. Look at that little boy laughing like he got a girlfriend. It's talking about Ozzy. Ozzy might have a bunch of girlfriends. Michael said, ding dong, eat it up, eat it well, and mix it up. Man, you need to write some music for me, bro. I want to do like a rap and stuff like that. Discord, Michael. Oh yeah. Yeah, that I don't know how. Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about Ozzy, but anybody, we could do that with. But I'm very curious about Ozzy. Like, does he look like Ozzy Osbourne? Let's see. Yeah, that's great. And yeah, you said, so you finally admitted it, Sabir. You're from India? That's where you're from? He's going to be a comic over in India. Didn't say he would be a good comic. He's just going to be a comic. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, Joseph. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Be good to see you on there too with that 5G. Ozzy says, "Yeah, I wouldn't have a clue how to do it. I know at our age, we're lucky to figure out how to turn the phone on." Let's see, what was I doing? I don't know, man. I don't know what I was doing. I've been on here so long. Yeah, a bunch of girlfriends in his dream. Michael retracted. I don't know what he said. Ozzy says, I'm not in any of my videos. Oh, I didn't. Oh, do you have a channel? Or are you just talking about? Okay, okay. He's on a different platform. Oh, snap. Anyway, Sabir says, bro, Michael, what was that? Yeah, I don't know. It got retracted. Joseph says, something got deleted. Anyway, Joseph said, love is cheap. Here you can pay your girlfriend for $15. $15. That is going back to the old days stuff. A lot of places. I mean, um, yeah. I don't think you could do that here. I don't know. Maybe you can. Michael says nothing. One says it's the dang phone. Michael says, I know what you are. Oh, shoot. Trying to say. That's from Sabir. Michael, I know what you're trying to say. Live in my video, which one was it? Like in my video, which one was it? I barely recall, but I think it was a dark jersey, basketball jersey. I have to go back there and look at it because I was only there for a second, and then I had to do something, so I didn't have time to look at it very much. But I think I saw. I didn't know if it was you, but I think I saw a guy in a basketball jersey, a black one, and I figured that might be you, but I could be wrong. Could be somebody else. Or a dark basketball jersey. Ozzy Crosby says, I have a channel on YouTube. Oh, you do? I didn't know that. Mostly about my canoe? Huh. I have to look at it. I'm going to screenshot because I might forget the Crosby part. I always just say Ozzy. Let's see. You didn't see anything, okay? Ta-da-ta-da. Yeah, I don't know anything. Mostly about my canoe. And Sabir says, okay, take care, guys, especially you, bald little boy. All right, you take care too, Sabir. And one says, old days, you have been in places. Michael says, oh, it's the Donovan Mitchell. What's the Donovan Mitchell? I don't know what that is. Is that a basketball player? Because I don't keep track of basketball players anymore. I stopped around like Steve Curry, and then that was about the latest one that I really know is Steve Curry. Love to play games, but I don't really watch sports. But I play all sorts of sports and games when I get a chance. Let's see. I'm going to check out. I'm going to check and subscribe to your channel, Ozzy. That's coming from Joseph. Yeah, I didn't even know he had a channel. That surprised me. I have to check it out. Michael, edit. Let's see. I made an edit. It's like the one that said, "How hard did you try for her?" Yeah, I was planning on going back to your channel because I didn't have, like I said, I was only on it for like a second. Let's see, excuse me, did you say Steve Curry? Yeah, I assume he's still playing basketball. I would think so. He's probably, what, 30? Probably. Ozzy says, search 20-foot Jackson canoe with BHP motor. I have a bunch of them. Okay, I'll do another screenshot so I can remember it. Ozzy says, thank you, Joseph. Joseph, man, you're really doing a good diplomatic job for your country, you know, by being so polite and nice. You know, you're, what do you call it? You are, anyway, like a diplomat kind of thing. Oh, me. Ozzy says, thank you, Joseph. Okay. I thought it was Stefan, Steven. Oh, it's Stephen, Steve Curry. All right, Stephen Curry. I mean, I screwed up the name, but I do know his story. I know he was over in North Carolina. He tried to get into Duke University. They didn't take him. That's going back to your story, Michael. You know, they didn't take him at Duke University, you know, and he winded up going to Davidson College, a really, really small college in North Carolina because of that. And then after that, he goes to the pros, becomes huge. Let's see, 36 is his number, I guess. Oh, and by the way, I probably told you this, but basketball is huge here in the Philippines. Joseph says, okay, I'm going to check now. Yeah, me too. I'm about ready to check out too, y'all. El Nasty. Oh, man, El Nasty just popped in here too. And I did, Nasty. I did check out that one. And it was great. Fantastic. Yeah. I watched quite a bit of it. Let's see. Michael says you're safe. Now it says not his age. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, 30, 36. Not it's his. Oh, he's 36 years old. See, I tell you, man, time flies by so fast. It's been forever since I watched a basketball game. Forever. When it comes to U.S. sports, or any sports, basically, I try to catch one thing, and that's the Super Bowl. Every year. I try to. A lot of times I don't. And that last game, man, was so crazy that I was like, turned it off because they were killing the other team. So I only watched like half of that game because the other team didn't have a chance. I think the other team was the Chiefs, and I can't even remember who won, but I want to say Eagles. I just don't keep track of pro sports. Like I said, I like playing it, but I don't track it. El Nasty says, thoughts on, hold on, I thought I already talked about that. I'm thinking, if you're wondering. But yeah, wonderful. Dude has great stuff. Great stuff. Let's see. I'm going to post a video for you. Please check it out after this. Okay. Is it going to be long video or short video? So I'll know what to look for. It's me playing a game of ball. Okay. Because I don't think he had any long ones. From what I recall, I think it was shorts. You could be the Asia version. Yeah. Um, it would be cool. It would be cool. But, right now, to do all that kind of stuff takes money, right? Right now, I just can't jump out there and do that kind of thing. But it does interest me, and possibly someday. Let's see, it's just a short. Yeah, okay. Joseph says, "Why the heck you guys call football soccer?" Football soccer. Yeah, I know. And I'm like, Joseph, why the heck do they call soccer football? It's sort of like being over here in the Philippines. Everything's like totally different. I told my uncle this morning. I said, the world here is way different than the world in the U.S. Way different. Nasty says, have you seen Manny Pacquiao? No, he's a politician now. And I've seen his posters for his political posters all over the place. But as far as in person, I haven't seen him. Why ain't Manny Pacquiao president? From what I hear, there's a lot of people say that he's not able to get anything done. They like him as a boxer. The people here in the country, they like him as a boxer, but they feel like he has no, what's the word? He has just no power in politics to get anything done, or the knowledge, the intelligence to make things happen. That's according to what I hear people say. My personal opinion is I have no clue. But I love his boxing. I don't know about his political stuff. So, I only got 2 people here. I'm freaking tired as crap. Been in here an hour and a half, yapping away. So, I'm going to get off here shortly. And Nasty says, the family that's been president for generations. The family, you're talking about the, yeah, I know you're talking about. But I try not to get too involved with politics on stuff, on the videos and everything. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. Anyway, I'm going to close down, guys. And I appreciate y'all coming in. And see you as soon as possible. It's a monarchy. That's how the world is, pretty much, in my opinion. All right, Nasty, you take care. Good night. Thank you, Joseph. You have a great night, Ozzy. Enjoy your day over there in the USA. Just getting started. And y'all have a good one. Thanks a lot for stopping by. Peace.